a little bit of delusional energy. So this is definitely someone.
Come on, delusion.
For once, you're going to be pleased.
I love that.
Just do you.
Oh my God. Wow. Are we ready for my psychic reading today?
In your reading, it was mostly, I mean, it was a lot of probably traumatic stuff, but it was still mostly positive, which was something that I think is a testament to who you are.
Oh.
Because I do a lot of readings on a lot of people and it's not always positive.
Okay, and that's something that I'm totally okay with. Like,
okay,
you can go in.
Is there anything in specific that you'd like to know about?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely certain aspects of my life that I'd like to get into, like, into. But do you think we should just do like more of like a general first and then just kind of see what the cards are saying? First,
pull Tower. Probably a little bit scary sometimes, but I like this because it's reversed. So upright Tower is like huge drama. When it's reversed, we're restructuring and rebuilding. All of the things that you're putting your effort into are restructuring your life to be in a more stable ground.
That's what I've been working on like the past year, is just really building my foundation and kind of coming back into myself and just finding pieces of myself that I lost and just building myself back up.
I gotta call you out on a little bit. The Nine of Pentacles to me is about other people, relationships and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I see the Hermit reverse, which means that I am seeing a little bit of codependence. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
And a need to break free from that, which is a good thing because Tower's reversed, which means you're working on that.
Yeah.
But old habits do die hard. I really, really want you to understand that right now is the time for you to just do you.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
I think that usually ends up happening. So I definitely relate to that. And I've kind of been needing a little bit of that message.
This 10 of Pentacles is reversed. So this is like long-term goals. It's also status, money, things like that. And when it's reversed, I am a little bit concerned about something else. This has to do with someone around you. So the Three of Cups is reversed. This is someone that is a little bit pushy. I do think it's someone you're friendly with. I do not think it's someone you're friends with. Okay.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a competitive streak inside of them. This person does have a tendency to sometimes compare themselves to other people. My concern with these two is about them giving you unsolicited advice.
Okay.
And it's really bad because the Hierophant is upright, which says remain committed to your ideas, remain committed to your energy and your passion, especially with any projects you're working on.
Yeah.
Because whenever I pull this, it tells me there are other people that are trying to get in the middle of what you know is good.
That makes sense to me. There is something, so I can't talk about it, but yeah,
no, that's
a good message.
Death upright, another great sign because it's a rebirth card and it's upright, which means you chose this. So this is about rebirthing yourself, rebirthing your identity. The Six of Pentacles, this is what people are comfortable with you. This is like, okay, I know what to expect from Joey. I know what he's going to do. I know how he's going to feel. But this is a curveball. The Ten of Cups, which is communities, happily ever after, family, things like that. So this would be like Twitch, YouTube, anything like that. This to me is like, yeah, there's things that I'm comfortable with, but this is about a massive change and massive unexpected change that is going to happen with not necessarily your image as a whole, but with what you have planned and with how people see you. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. This is literally what I see because if I saw issues, I call you out.
Yeah. No, I like that. I appreciate that.
This definitely looks like someone from your past that is pissed off. I don't really think it's going to be that big of a deal because the Seven of Cups is, with all due respect, a little bit of delusional energy. So this is definitely someone.
Come on, delusion.
Yeah, this is someone who is a little bit delusional in terms of their approach and what they have to say. I do think they're gonna try to weasel their way back in to your life.
Okay.
I'm not really specifically sure what they're represented as because it's not really showing here. But if you want in private, we can figure this out. But
okay, cool.
These three indicate someone that has a different perception of reality for a situation in the past. It's someone who has a grudge too. So I don't really know much more than that for this, but that's all I can say. I don't think it's going to be negative in a way where it impacts you. I think you're just going to be like, oh, no, I don't care. Like that type of stuff where it's one of those things where you're just going to be like, it doesn't matter. I don't see it being really big. I don't really see it being chaotic. It's more so a thorn in your side that you're like, here we go again with this bullshit. Like, that's it.
Okay. I think I know who it is that it's referring to.
Eight of Wands is a good card here because it says it just as easy as it, just as quick as it comes, it goes. The Magician is upright, which is clear communication. And the Eight of Cups is about being able to walk away from this. So like I said before, I'm not really seeing you need to do anything to combat it. The Magician says that you've already kind of said your piece. This also looks like you'll probably just be consistent with what you have to say. So I'm not really even seeing much like drama related to that. To me, it just seems like you being like, girl, bye.
Yeah.
So like that. Now, the good news is I don't think there's going to be anything more negative here. So that's probably the worst of it.
Okay.
Because what I just pulled here is being able to detach from a lot of people and attach to projects. So this is success, money. These are projects again. We see Queen of Pentacles as like career goals, things like that. So the Two of Cups is about bonding close to people. The Moon is reversed and the Five of Cups. I really do think someone you're currently close to, I think you're about to get even closer because they're going to share a piece of their soul that they've never shared with anyone else.
Wow.
I think it's going to be really fulfilling for them because I don't think they have a lot of people that they're close to. And I think that this is going to be really, really life-changing for them.
Damn.
You know, I try to work slower, but I do work pretty quick.
There was some stuff that I could relate to now and like some stuff that's like, okay, so what's to come? Like,
you'll see it.
Now, we did mention some stuff about projects and whatnot. That is something that I'm curious about. Obviously, with COVID and stuff, like a few of my projects have been put on pause, and I feel like the whole industry has just kind of like stopped. And I do feel like there is some pivoting happening, and just, I don't know. I guess I'm excited about the future, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I guess I just want a little bit of like maybe some clarity. And
so this is about you feeling nostalgic for some of your past.
Yeah.
So I do think there's going to be a little bit of a pushback from you at the start because this is like anxiety. When the Eight of Cups is reversed, it's like, oh my God, I'm walking away from like the old me or my old life.
Yeah.
And the Eight of Pentacles, like I put so much work into all of that.
Right.
And the Chariot's reversed. It's like, but it's no longer giving me what I want it to give me.
Okay.
And so this is going to be more so of like a slight moment. I think with stuff like this, it's going to be one of those things where it's like, I put so much work into that and I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't put as much work into this, but this worked. So you're going to have almost a little bit of imposter syndrome where you're like, what the? I want you to remember this because this is what's going to happen. And this is a good thing, not a bad thing.
Okay. I feel that.
It's a wave that you're jumping on. Okay. You're not creating the wave, you're jumping on it.
Oh my God.
So,
I'm going surfing. Let's do friendship right now.
Okay. The Ace of Wands is perfect. This is the birth of something new. So these are new connections that you're making and you're going to make. Very, very good. This is about leading with the right foot in terms of new connections. This is also about not being afraid to initiate because I think you've been walled off for a while. And so with the Ace of Wands, you're like, okay, I'm ready to kind of reconnect with people. This is a brand new friendship though. And Ace of Wands is always about like passion, rejuvenation. It's like igniting a new energy in us, inspiring us. So absolutely love this happening soon because the Ace of Wands is the first pole.
Happening soon. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. The Page of Swords is upright. Okay. Which is some sort of battle. It's not like a negative battle, but it's like a scratching for approval. And the Hierophant is reversed, which is a lack of follow through or commitment. So it has to be someone here that is like in and out or in a distance in your life. And the Devil card here is negativity. So for me, this is someone who, I don't want to use the word toxic, but I will say has some tendencies that are not positive. And they are going to come screaming and scratching at your door for help. Good news here tells me that I see you spending more time in real life than on the internet.
I love that.
This is about loving ourselves. This is also about like being like think of Empress as like almost like a homemaker. So it's like I'm making my home feel good. I'm making my friends feel good. I'm making my family feel good. I'm really nurturing that part of me. And this right here is about not feeling like I need to solve everyone's problems. very big thing.
Yeah.
Because not only are you not going to solve other people's problems, you don't need them to solve yours. So it's interesting. The way I'm looking at friendships for you coming up is it's more so of a healthy boundary that you're enacting with them, where you're kind of like, I love you and care about you, but you're on your own. I need time.
Yeah.
I think we've touched on most stuff. I think the only one that's really left, I feel like, is love.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think we've touched on most things.
Okay, let's do it. Oh god.
So, Queen of Cups is reversed. So this is about you being slightly wounded emotionally. Expected this considering what you've gone through.
Yeah.
Judgment here is about having a good support system. But this also has this also means that you have a very good outlook on what you're doing. This is about being happy, really wanting to connect with people. I also see Judgment upright as you having a good judge of character. So I'm not really worried about someone that shouldn't be in your life getting in your life. I'm really not worried about someone taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
Very, very pleased to see that.
Okay, cool.
Here's who I see. So the King of Wands. So King of Wands to me indicates someone who's passionate and bold. Sometimes it's a fire sign, but oftentimes it's just someone who's very, 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 very much physically attractive, obviously, but like usually more so than others. But creative. So that's the type of person that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Very creative. Sometimes it could indicate a boastful energy, but it's usually playful. Six of Wands is reversed. So that's why I say that, because there's might be a little bit of like a pride issue. I think of it like Leo energy, where it's like, okay, pull back a little bit. You know, don't get too big, you know, headed. So it's that type of energy, not for being near you, but just them in their own life. They definitely like, there's definitely a need for approval here that they might not be honest about. I actually really like this energy because this is someone who can reignite your flame, can kind of hit the spark in your life again. Definitely will say this is a hot and heavy energy. It's a very sexy, dynamic, vibrant, really high passion energy. Here's the only hang up. There's a little bit of a discrepancy between the two of you in terms of experience. I don't think they're completely inexperienced, but the Five of Pentacles is like my apprenticeship card. So there are a few instances where I pull this in a relationship. One, it could be an age discrepancy where maybe one is older than the other. The other could... Never know. But what I will say is sometimes it could also just indicate an experience difference. And I'm not really shocked to see this because obviously you're super advanced for your age. So that dynamic is going to come into play no matter what you do. But I think that this is a healthy dynamic. This is about teaching each other things. This would be like, I want to learn your skill set. You can teach me yours.
Cool.
Or mine. Vice versa.
Yeah.
And the Devil card and the Hierophant here is their biggest hang up. There is a fear of commitment.
On my end or theirs?
I think it's theirs.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's theirs. I don't think this is something that is impossible to get through. But I do think that they are a bit scared of that. That's what this is. This is like my biggest fear. Whenever I do relationship readings, I'm always going to be able to pick, if I see a new energy, I'm going to be able to pick their biggest strength and their biggest weakness. So that was their biggest strength, is being able to learn and teach each other things. And then this would be the biggest weakness, is there's a bit of a fear of commitment. I'm, again, not that concerned about this because someone of your stature and your career, this is so prevalent. Coming into your life and into your circle is intimidating. There's two. So,
two people.
Yeah, this is a King of Cups. So the King of Cups is an emotional person. Could be a water sign, but to me, it's more so someone who's a little bit more sensitive. The Hermit's reversed and the Magician's upright. So this is someone that is a little bit slower in their approach. These are usually like someone that will like be friends first, or someone that's like communicating and you're like, are they not? I don't really know. This is someone that you would have to make the first move on. Very opposite to the other person. And I do think that you've either connected with them previously or know of them previously, just because these cards to me make me feel like they're either very similar to someone from your past, or they are someone that you've had some sort of know of or connection of. Either that or you guys share a common friend. Because there's some familiarity. I do think they're going to remind you of a past connection of yours, but I also just think there's a familiarity from the past. You share something with them. So, I love when I'm ahead of myself.
Okay.
Again, restructuring, familiar card, very common for you. In terms of relationship, the Two of Wands is two people, and then that are conflicting, and then the Wheel of Fortune is a risk that I can take.
So do you think that these two will be around the same time, or?
I think that they'll be around the same time, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think you might have one in the wings for a while before the second one comes.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I think one of them is going to come first, and I'm not seeing a commitment, so it's not like anyone's cheating or anything like that. And then I see the other one sliding in. Last thing I'll say here is be careful of how generous you are.
Okay.
I know you have proper boundaries, so I'm not really worried about this, because the Chariot is about moving forward in terms of connections and rectifying past mistakes. But this Four of Pentacles says, allow them to do for you before you do for them.
Okay.
I don't want you to be afraid to be a bad bitch. Like, I don't want you to afraid to be like, this is what I want. Because I think for you, you're used to pleasing. Yeah. And I think for once, you're going to be pleased.
I love that. Okay.
I'm excited.
I've decided that, like, I want to date a British boy. So.
Oh my God, I love that for you.
How do I manifest a British accent boyfriend?
Easy. Do you have a manifestation journal?
I do, actually. Yeah.
I am dating a British boy.
Okay.
Period.
Okay, cool.
And then put the traits.
Home location. Will that change or remain the same? People are wondering, because I've also been feeling this. I'm like, is this where I want to be? Like, obviously, like, I want to find a British boyfriend, but like, I kind of am just feeling like, where do I want to be living?
So the world is the first pole. This is a good sign, because I mean, I know you joked about, well, you're kind of serious about the boyfriend, the British boyfriend.
Right.
This would be a card to represent overseas or travel or anything like that.
Okay.
The thing is, though, is that for me, it would be trips more so than like moving location.
Right.
Obviously, it's going to be a bit before we can really travel during the pandemic, like safely. But the Ten of Wands to me is about it's like healthy burden. So I think of that as like stable roots. The Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands is a slow process. So for me, I actually think your focus is bringing better energy and keeping better energy around you in terms of people first. And then location will come after.
Yeah. All right. I think that's everything.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel really positive and like excited. And I actually feel a lot of confirmation that I was already feeling. So it's so weird because like I've pulled my own cards sometimes, and it really is the answer that you get is truly what you already know. It's like, I already knew that. Like, so it is just like that confirmation that just kind of like, it makes sense because you already felt that way.
I always think of tarot. I'm a Gemini, so I think of it as like a puzzle.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to move the pieces to make the story, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's all obviously in my head, like the way I'm moving it. But and I think when you think of it more so like a puzzle to put together, that you already have all the pieces, rather than figuring out what each piece means, it's a little bit easier.
Oh, okay.
First of all, thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Oh my God, of course. Like, I've been wanting to do something with you for a while. I think we've been trying to set something up, but I'm glad we were able to do it a stream. Like, I've just got into like streaming lately, so this is cool that we got to do it in this format.
I contemplated going to LA, but I was like, you know what? I feel like I want to connect more with people first before I make a move like that. If I ever do.
Oh my God, that's so important. Like the people make or break your time in LA. So.
But you know what? You never know. Maybe in the future I'll be out in LA.
Yeah.
I mean, I will obviously be visiting because I have so many opportunities that I, just like you, have fell apart from the freaking pandemic.
Yeah.
But who knows? You never know.
Well, we'll have to hang if you come out here.
Oh, I would be honored.
Yes.
Listen, I'm a good time. Okay.
I believe it. I do.
It's embarrassing, but I'm a good time. I'm really excited for the future, and I'm really grateful for you having me here, and I'm happy to have you on Twitch.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
I'm just honest.
Alrighty, well, we'll chat later.
Okay.
It was nice talking to you.
Bye. Make sure you guys follow me at Antphrodite everywhere.
Go there. Go follow and go get your readings. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.